Hey, what's up everyone? So today we're talking about camera bags, and specifically this camera bag, the Brevitē Jumper, the bag that's kind of become my new everyday carry bag just for going to coffee shops and working, for taking on small outings and family trips and that kind of stuff. So Brevitē actually reached out to me a couple months ago and asked me if they could send me this bag for me to kind of check out. And the timing was really fantastic. I was already looking for a daily carry bag, and this looked like it could definitely kind of fill those shoes. So I said, yeah, sure, send it over. I do want to test it out for a while before I make this review. And I've been using this bag for 6-8 weeks or so now. I really wanted to put it through its paces to actually use it in the situations that I'd be using it, taking it to coffee shops, taking it on little family excursions and day trips, just kind of using it around town, using it for some casual photography, use it when I'm shooting B-roll for YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. And this bag has been fantastic. Now, quick disclaimer here, Brevitē did send me this bag and they are letting me keep it, but they have no say over what I say and they are not paying me for this review. So they did give me the bag, but I really truly wanted to share my kind of honest thoughts on this because I was looking for a daily carry bag and this bag kind of has filled those shoes. So that being said, let's kind of dive into this bag and my thoughts on it. So right off the bat, this bag is substantially smaller than the other bags I was using. If you compare it to the Langley Alpha Pro, this bag is definitely a smaller footprint of a bag. And then if you compare it to the Wandered, obviously a much smaller bag than the massive Wandered bag that I've been using. And that's really what I was looking for in a backpack. I wanted something that was small, that was light, that was agile, that I could fill with just the things I needed to take with me on a daily basis. This bag was never intended in my mind to be a primary photography carry bag. This bag was meant to be a daily carry just to fit the things I need on a daily basis. So let's talk about how this bag works and is organized. So obviously they sent me the bag in this nice kind of pine green color, and honestly, I'm a pretty big fan. There's a 16-inch laptop sleeve on the back. There's a little top compartment that has just some space to kind of store random things with a little sleeve on the inside. And then on the side, there's a water bottle holder. On the back, there's kind of like a little hidden compartment. And then on the front, there's actually two pockets. The first one opens up to these little pouches and stuff inside. And then there's actually a double zipper here where if you open up this back compartment, then it opens up where they have these padded dividers. This section is obviously meant for organizing camera gear. And then one more thing on the bottom, they also have straps for holding the tripod, which I think is a really great addition to the bag. When I started packing this bag, the bag is definitely pretty snug in terms of the fit. So it says it holds a 16-inch laptop, and if you see here, it holds a 16-inch laptop, but it's tight. It definitely fits in there, and it does work, but a little bit tight. So on this front little compartment here, this is where I typically keep my notebook. If I'm going to travel with a Kindle, I throw the Kindle in there. I might throw my sunglasses up in this front little compartment, and then also throw my AirPods in the main compartment here. Again, back to where things are kind of tight. This was obviously not designed for the AirPods Max, but they do fit, but you kind of have to like pop the top over top of them, and then you can zip the compartment up here. Totally fits, but it is a little bit snug. Now on the front, this is where I would put my AirPods. If I'm going to keep my phone in my bag, this is where I would put that as well. Slide that down to the front compartment, any additional things like that. I actually would probably use the little back compartment to hold my keys just because it is a little bit safer. And on that note, one little gripe about this is there is no key holder. There's no like little key ring thing in this slot. And so if you want to put your keys kind of out of reach and out of the way, they're just loose in that compartment. So I tend to not put them in there, even though that would be my default location to put them. Instead, I tend to throw them up in the front here, or honestly up in the little inside compartment up at the top. There's also no key ring in the front, and I don't remember seeing one at the top as well. So that's one thing this bag definitely could use, is a little spot to just secure your keys. So if you open a pocket on your bag, the keys don't fall out. So then in the camera compartment, that's where I obviously put all my camera stuff. Slide the 7200 in that space there. Slide my Sony into that slot. And then obviously if I'm bringing my Leica with me, I will slide that down in there as well. And then if I have any accessories or anything, those can kind of go up top. Right now I basically have two camera bodies, technically two lenses, even though the lens on the Leica is pretty small. I could fit another lens up here and then a couple accessories. So this is definitely like a good bag for like an all-arounder, just to carry some basic camera equipment with you. And that's basically how I pack this bag for daily carry use when I'm just traveling around town, doing some stuff with my family, want to bring a camera or two with me, but obviously not shooting in a professional sense. Now, a few pros and cons about this bag. So in the pros column are going to be this bag is very lightweight. I really appreciate that about this bag, especially because I've used bags like the Wandered bag and even the Langley bag that were just a little bit more beefy bags. It's really nice just to have a daily carry bag that's very simple, very lightweight, doesn't add a lot of weight itself to the camera kit. So if I'm bringing a camera, laptop, and all that, that already adds some weight. And so to have a bag that's not crazy heavy is really, really appreciated. This bag also has a lot of pockets, and those pockets are well organized around the bag, I feel. Having some front pockets where you can just throw some odds and ends, plus a top compartment that has that little zip for sunglasses or pens or anything like that. Obviously a dedicated camera organization compartment, a laptop sleeve, and that little kind of hidden pocket on the back. I think those are great features that make this bag very versatile overall. And the bag is honestly about the perfect size just to carry my normal daily kit. In comparison to some of the previous bags that I've used, this bag is substantially smaller and substantially lighter, and honestly for the purposes I was looking for in a daily camera bag, this bag has been perfect for that. Now, some of those pros also kind of translate into some cons because, as I mentioned, this bag definitely has a snug fit overall. Sliding a 16-inch laptop into that laptop sleeve requires a little bit of finesse. It doesn't just kind of slide and drop in there super easily. Camera equipment, if you're trying to bring anything more than just a camera and a couple of lenses, you kind of have to finagle it to get it to work correctly inside the camera organization. And not that this bag was meant for AirPods Max, but you saw I had to kind of maneuver some things around to get my headphones to fit in that top compartment. Now, part of that's Apple's fault because I don't know why they would design headphones that don't fold or compress more than they do, but still, that's the headphones that I have, and I just appreciate having a top compartment that would just be a little bit bigger just so I could fit a couple more things in there overall. And from a filmmaker's perspective, this bag is definitely not large enough to carry all the stuff I would need on a filmmaking side of things. To carry multiple cameras with the XLR handle for my FX3 and microphones, recorders, ND filters, or a matte box, V-mount batteries, all that kind of stuff. There's just no way I can fit all the stuff that I need to carry into this bag. For a photographer, I think it could totally work to carry a couple of bodies with a couple of lenses and a flash and some batteries, a couple accessories. You could totally do that in this bag. But I really don't feel like this bag specifically is designed for filmmakers. I just feel like you're going to have too much stuff that you need to bring with you to truly be able to utilize this bag and not just have it be filled to overflowing. And then a couple of random things. The internal dividers in the camera compartment just really didn't stay in place super well. I would just prefer dividers that were a little bit more beefy. When you pack the bag, everything fits really snug and tightly, and I feel like stuff is well protected. But as soon as I take one lens and a camera body out, I would open up the bag frequently and find that everything else had kind of shifted because those dividers just weren't holding strong. So those are my first impressions on this bag, and genuinely, I love this bag a lot. I really wanted to make a review of this bag that felt comprehensive. I didn't want to just get it, kind of wear it one time, and then make a review about it. I wanted to really put it through its paces, and I feel like I've done that over the past couple of months, where I've really just used it in a lot of different situations, and really got a feel for the strengths and the weaknesses of this bag. And genuinely, in most situations, it's been a really solid bag, especially for the daily carry purposes I intended it for. Now, for my purposes, I don't think this bag is rugged enough or honestly just large enough to be my primary camera bag or my primary filmmaking bag. But again, that's not what I'm using this bag for. This bag is a fantastic daily carry bag to hold a couple of cameras, a couple of lenses, laptop, a few accessories, and you're good to go. So will this be my long-term daily carry bag? Honestly, for now, I think it will be. However, I don't know if you're anything like me, but I'm always on the hunt for different backpacks and different bags, and I feel like if I had the cash and the ability to change out bags every single week, I would absolutely do that. And so until I have the incentive and the finances to check out some other bags, this is going to be my daily carry around town, and then my Wandered bag and my McKinnon Nomadic bag will be my primary photography and filmmaking bags. So hopefully that's been an interesting look at the stuff that I bring with me just on a daily basis, not when I'm out on jobs, but I'm just out traveling around town with my family, etc. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.